Can you provide me with explanation and the answers of all these questions? Tropical marine type of climate. Okay. Sorry. As is my tropical marine. So general temperature variation is more proximate than annual temperature due to proximity to the ocean, which moderates the climate. Okay, statement 2, high humidity is due to oceanic influence, not okay. So tropical explanation is A. Tropical marine climate was less than equatorial climate and they experience a short dry season which gives them higher seasonality. That is a convergence zone migrates with the sun and causes wet and dry season. Its north-south movement causes dry spells when it moves away. The winter and then equinoxes. This climate typically occur on the windward coast of the continent. Continent island in 5 degree to 15 degree latitude and range where the easterly trade winds bring moisture. Is B, right? A distinct wet season and a short. So a distinct wet season and a short dry season, often due to shifting trade winds and ITCs. The rainfall is not uniformly distributed year round. Of course, rainfall is not. Unlike the equatorial rainforest, which is evergreen, the vegetation here doesn't be present in the short dry season. Okay. Oh. 6. B order. Windward Island and Seychelles are classic tropical marine climate regions. Western parts of the tropical monsoon. Yes. The monsoon tropical marine type of. Number 7, Windward Island and Seychelles are okay. Convection dominate due to ocean, the warm surfaces. Cyclones is common because tropical marine climate are vulnerable to cyclones, but uplift is less dominant on this terrain is mountainous. Okay. This lies in cyclone-prone belts like Caribbean and the Western Pacific. Okay, and are regularly hit by the tropical storms or hurricanes. Okay. So also leads due to high rainfall but not as heavily as in the equatorial climate because the dry season allows partial nutrient retention with a short period of dry season, right? Tropical marine climate. In tropical marine climate, temperature remains fairly uniform, lacking sharp seasonal contrasts with the unlike in monsoon regions. Fairly. Fairly uniform, lacking sharp seasonal contrast like in monsoon origins. Okay, this is lies between the ITCZ and the subtropical highs, and are affected by the seasonal migration influencing wet and dry periods. Venezuela or current is a cold current of in southwest Africa and does not influence tropical marine climate. So this, the others are warmer equatorial current. Okay. As ITCZ shifts, it brings convectional rainfall, especially in summer. The wet season is typically short and intense. So, as ITCZ it means convection rainfall. Answer C. Savannah often have a seasonal river. How can this be wrong? A dry stream because tropical marine limits due to year-round humidity and rainfall tend to support perennial rivers. Okay. The basic ecosystem match is coastal evergreen forest with some scrub vegetation, dry patches. Okay. 17. Okay, fertilizer observation 18, 19, 20. How many longs? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now let's write the answers. Tropical marine climate. So because the following statement on tropical marine climate, so let's write it down. So here we can just write this, that diurnal temperature variation is more profound. Variation is profound pronounced than annual variation. Diurnal temperature variation is more profound than annual variation due to proximity to the oceans, which moderates the climate. High humidity is due to oceanic influence, not the subduction time. Okay. Tropical marine climate gets less rainfall than the equatorial climate, and it's a short dry season, which keeps summer high. Which of the following features differentiate a tropical marine climate? Lower total annual rainfall but higher seasonality, lower cloud cover, normal conventional. No, lower cloud cover, right. Tropical marine climates and less rainfall than equatorial. So for tropical marine climate get less rainfall than equatorial climates and experience a short dry season. So they can experience a short dry season, which gives them higher seasonality. Moving towards third. ITC is intertropical convergence migrates with the sun and causes wet dry seasons. Its north-south movement causes dry spells when it moves away. So in the Caribbean region, what primarily explains the seasonal dry spells? Okay, this is an important question. That is Humboldt Canoe shifting ITCZ, migration of the subtropical to Caribbean and migration subtropical high doesn't make any sense. Migration shifting ITCZ. So the ITC is an intertropical convergence zone, migrates with the sun and causes wet and dry season. Number 4. Tropical marine climates are generally located on the leeward side, on the windward side coast, which is a tropical marine climate. No, on the eastern margins of the no windward coast, which is no B answer. This climate typically occur on the windward tropical marine. Windward coasts of the continents and islands. 10-degree latitude. But the easterly trade winds brings moisture. Which of the following the most accurate description of the rainfall pattern tropical marine uniform? No, short, dry, so followed by long. Yeah, of course. 5. Tropical marine climate. Distinct winter volume. Often due to shifting trade winds and ITCZ. Hi everyone, hi Rishabh. Shifting trade winds. Is it? So number 5 done. Number 5 and number 6. Let's see. How does the vegetation tropical marine climate differ from tropical? And of course, it has it includes many deciduous species, right? Number 6 is easy. Like the equatorial rainforest, which is evergreen, the vegetation here includes deciduous to the presence of a short dry season. So equatorial climate. So equatorial rainfall, we have evergreen trees, continuous wet season, However, in tropical marine, we can have deciduous trees as well due to small wet dry season or short dry season. Number 7. So question number 7. Which of the following places are correctly matched region and dominant climate? Western Ghats is not tropical, marine is tropical monsoon, right? So in a tropical mean what island? Tropical marine. Western Ghats is tropical monsoon. Seychelles is tropical marine, yes. It was question number 8. Which of the following climatic processes are most active in tropical marine climates? Of course, orographic lift will not be there, won't be there. So you can just select number 3. Number 3, you're left with cyclogenesis will be there, so 4 has to be there. I'm writing 3, then you get 1, 2, 4. So it will be advection, that is a horizontal movement of the air. Convection, cyclogenesis. Number 8, number 9. Tropical marine climates are especially prone to long drought for no, of course it will be B, of course not severe winter depression or B. Cyclone prone, Caribbean, Western Pacific, vegetation, infinite temperature, the sun, all the indicators will fall in place. More current. What this? Okay, so we have Caribbean, we have Western Pacific, and what more? Temperature hit by tropical storms or hurricanes. Okay, let's move to number 10. Why are soils in tropical marine climates often glazed but not as fertile as equatorial climate? Because of the humus, slow rate of decomposition and all due to lower rainfall and moderate decomposition, right? Infertile. Tropical marine climate. guys, you can like, share and subscribe the channel. So in tropical marine climate, so the intensity of the rainfall is low and there is low rate of decomposition, so the soil is fertile than the equatorial climatic regions. Lower rainfall intensity. Moderate decomposition. Straight wind convergence, 96 and off. Question 11. Unlike tropical monsoon climate, tropical may lack sharp seasonal temperature change, seasonal rainfall, wet and dry. Of course, it will be wet and dry periods. Distinct vegetation types. It has distinct vegetation. Seasonal rainfall, no. Sharp seasonal temperature change. So according to me, I think it lacks up seasonal temperature changes, seasonal rainfall. It has wet and dry periods. Small, I think wet and dry periods. Yes, A. I was thinking so. So in tropical marine climates, temperature remains fairly uniform. Okay. Seasonal contrasts in monsoon regions. We're looking at question number 12. In terms of pressure belts, tropical marine climate are largely influenced by polar north, upper subtropical highs, and ITZ trade wind convergence monsoon troughs. So there can be trade convergence in the ITCZ zone that is just down the equator. I think subtropical and ITCZ shifts. Yeah. So it lies between the ITCZ, of course it lies between ITCZ and subtropical highs, of course. And are affected by the seasonal migration, including wet and dry periods. So the question number, look at question number 13. So read question number 12. This regions lie between the ITCZ and subtropical high. Of course, if it is the equator, is a. So if we make this diagram, then here is the equator, here is the ITCZ zone, and here we have the subtropical high. Somewhere here we have marine type of climate, tropical marine climate, alongside the coastal areas. मतलब in the let's look at question number 13. Which ocean current does not influence any tropical marine climate region? So this question I was not knowing, was very much factual questions. So which ocean current? I will write the question. So which ocean current does not influence any tropical marine climate region? This is the answer. So is Benguela current. It's a cold current. Benguela current is a cold current. No current. Southwest Africa. The others are warm or equatorial current. Okay. North equatorial current, south equatorial current, Gulf Stream, all these are warm current. Question number 14. Seasonal migration of the ITCZ affects tropical marine climates by creating bringing short periods of heavy rain over clear skies, inducing blocking trade winds. B is the answer. Yes. So as the ITCZ shifts, it brings convectional rainfall, especially in summer. The wet season is typically short and intense. Seasonal migration. Okay. Convectional rainfall. Heavy rainfall and clear forecast. Okay. Which of the following ecosystem types best represent tropical marine climate zones? Okay, ecosystem type. So of course it will be coastal evergreen, forest and scrub. Let's look at the explanation once. Okay, the basic ecosystem which are coastal forest with some scrubbage and dry patches. Okay. Dry patches. Yeah, number 16. Which of the following differentiate a tropical marine climate from tropical savanna? This was some complete absence of dry season. No, there is some amount of dry season. Tropical marine as well. Less of no, lack of rain. No, fluctuations of command. Savanna often have seasonal rivers or dry stream beds, whereas tropical marine climates, due to year-round humidity and rainfall, tend to support perennial rivers. Savannas have seasonal rivers or dry stream bed because it rains only in summer. Whereas tropical marine year-round rainfall support perennial rivers. Number 17. Let's see what's the question 17. Okay. Which of these has a tropical marine climate but exhibits variation due to cold ocean? And it's a very factual question, so we have to know this. You know it. You don't know, you don't know it. So let's write it down. Variation. Due to cold ocean current. Cape Verde. Where is this? Okay, Cape Verde lies in West Africa. Okay. West Africa. And is influenced by the cold Canary current. Okay. Leading to cooler and drier conditions than typical tropical marine regions. Let's move to 18. Held in the Atlantic largely overlaps with tropical savanna, equatorial and tropical savanna hurricane belt. In the Atlantic, marine steppe no, tropical marine forest no, tropical savanna or tropical marine can be see on it. Yes, so Atlantic hurricane belt overlaps with the tropical marine climate zone in areas like Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico and Eastern Central America. Cumulonimbus cloud. Okay, cumulonimbus cloud is associated with intense convection rainfall in the wet season of tropical. Yeah, yes I know. Tropical marine with intense convectional rainfall in the wet season of tropical marine. Okay. High trade wind activity and seasonal convective showers are typical features. Mid-latitude frontal and high trade are not characteristics of this low latitude humid climate. Seasonal convective showers. Let's check the questions. we can just do the one range content season converted source. Yes, I did mistake on this. D1 did go to the answer. It's A. Let's see. It's 1 and 4. Okay. Mid-level carbon high general temperature, high general range. So the range, I mean the date I mentioned. High temperature and season conditions are typical feature. Mid-level and high general are not okay. But okay. High trade wind activity. Seasonal convective source. Are typical features. Mid latitude. Frontal cyclones. Diurnal range or not. So we have already completed 20 questions on tropical marine type of climate. My aim is to at least do 50 more questions. So I will be doing more 30 questions on this. I'll be back in 2 minutes.